background, but Nenu Nagarajan. I am from Vidyashakti IIT Madras Pravartak. Are you able to hear me clearly? If so, can you please raise your hands? It's a hand raise symbol. Can you please raise your hands? If my voice is clear to you all. Thank you. Good. A few people responded. Very good. I will be taking the class Telugu or and English mix. I keep learning Telugu. రోజు తెలుగు ప్రాక్టీస్ చేస్తాను. Very happy to see you all. Vijayawada program, June last week lo, anybody attended? June last week lo Vijayawada la oka mass training program, roughly 600 teachers ko we have given. Anybody attended that training? If so, you can also tell in the chat box also yes, no, or you can, a few people only, very few people raise the hands. That's good. That means most teachers in this online program are new. I will assume that. Thank you. I'm just taking a few minutes time because a lot of people are joining now. So initial school got closed at 4 o'clock, then people are joining now. First, I will give you a simple introduction. How many of you know simulation? మీలో ఎంతమందికి simulation తెలుసు? Simulation meaning activity based content. If you know, can you please raise your hands so that at least I will know the count? 3, 4, 5. I think 6, 7 out of almost the count is increasing. Only very few people, less than 10, are raising the hands. Good. Okay, suggestion. Many people joined with the name just APMS. Okay. If you can also add your school name, that will be great. Because for example, I could see APRS TDK, something like that. It will be better if you join with the full name, or again the teacher name alone is sufficient, maybe with the school name also. That will be really good because management will be happy to see the reports. Very good. First thing, to teach, we talk. As a teacher, we talk. Then children listen. This is the standard part. The first part is we talk as teachers, we talk. Children listen. Then we make them read. So reading is one way of getting the knowledge. Second thing, we also make them to write. So talking, listening, reading, writing. These are all the typical ways through which conventional teaching happens. Correct? But activity based learning, only when we do, we will remember lifelong. A simple example, wherever you are staying, from your place, you have to go to the railway station. Somebody takes you by scooter or bike, you are sitting in the back seat. You are going and then coming back. While coming back, will you remember the way? Ekkada right we have to take, which place we have to take left, where we have to make U-turn. Will you remember as a backseater, or will the person who drove the scooter will remember? Most of the time, we may not even remember because we did not do the activity. Only when we do the activity, we will remember. So the important thing is doing the activity. But unfortunately, most schools laboratories, again, I'm not talking about Andhra Pradesh specifically, but if you take whole of India, there are 15 lakh schools undi, 95 lakhs teachers. 15 lakh schools how many schools have actual laboratories? Real laboratories ku dabbu avasyam avasaram, because you need to buy equipment. Equipment ante damage, stolen, not working, repair work, all problems also will come. But there is a concept now. Mostly we teach using chalk piece, duster and blackboard or smart boards, but doing activities in the lab with real equipments. ఒక్క సైడ్ లో పుస్తకం, మరొక సైడ్ లో రియల్ లాబొరేటరీ. పుస్తకం రియల్ ల్యాబ్ మధ్య వర్చువల్ ల్యాబ్ వస్తుంది. I repeat, between the book and the real lab, virtual lab comes. Reason is, virtual lab ku all we need is a computer like this or a tablet or a mobile phone. Enough. Lens, you don't need. Microscope, you don't need. Pipette, burette, chemicals, you don't need. Still, we can do learning. This is the new pedagogy. Pedagogy meaning the way of teaching, the way of delivering to the kids. Now, if you ask the kids in the morning, yesterday, what did you study in the book? If you ask, they may not understand. They may not even tell. Because whatever you do on the book, you may not remember perfect. But ask them, yesterday in the T20 match, last over, what happened? They will tell ball by ball by ball. First ball, Virat Kohli clean bowled. Second ball, this person hit a 6. Third ball, wide. Right? Because audio, visual and the interest gives them the impression in the brain. So the rahasya of virtual labs is make it activity based, make it visual. This is the trick. Ardhamainda? Till now, the concept of virtual lab is pustakam and real lab madhyala virtual lab. Is this concept clear? Now, what I am going to do is, before I go with more lectures and stories, I am going to show you something. I am going to share my screen. Are you able to see my screen? Good. Now, I'm just going to show you one experiment. What is a virtual lab? Those who are already familiar, I see only 10 or 15 out of 150 or 200 people who join. For them, it will be repeat, but many people, to most of the teachers who have come to this lecture, are new to simulations. So I may be repeating some of the stuff that I have told in Vijayawada in the face-to-face training. This is virtual training. I sincerely thank the Commissionerate of Education, Government of Andhra Pradesh, for taking such a great effort to continuously train teachers in the new techniques, new tools. This is first of its kind. I am very happy. IIT Madras and IIT Madras Pravartak Technology Solutions Foundation are very happy to extend our thanks for such a great initiative. Now, I am going to show you something. We know there are three states of matter: solid, liquid, and gas. Right? Solid ku what properties, liquid ku what properties, gas ku what properties, we have to teach. In that, what are the properties of a gas? Because solid and liquid we can see, gas we cannot see, it is invisible, right? This is called a simulation. What you see on the screen is a simulation. Please carefully see, watch and listen. This is a vessel or a patram or a chamber. I am opening, నేను క్లోజ్ చేస్తాను. ఒక పంప్ అటాచ్డ్, cycle pump, one pressure gauge attached, one thermometer attached. Now let us do one experiment, right? I am going to pump in gas to this, exactly like a play game or a video game. Children will like it. Now you could see gas molecules are entering the chamber. You could see first properties of the gas. First thing, it will not stay in one place. They will be colliding with each other. Number one property. If we draw something on the blackboard, it is very difficult to show they are colliding, right? Whereas in the simulator, you can show that. Number two property. If I take the phone and then keep it here, it will occupy only this much volume. Whereas gas will try to occupy the entire volume of the chamber. Number two property. Number three, if there is a gap, gas molecules will escape. Whereas if you place your pen on the table, unless it is a slope, it will stay there. It will not move. Whereas gas will escape from the chamber if there is a leakage. Now watch close. Now pressure is here. I pump in more air. Pressure increases. Property number 4. More molecules in the same volume, pressure will increase. I push more molecules, more pressure. Now what? I change the color of the pump. It has become orange. I pump in. Which one is moving faster? Orange or blue? Many people say orange. Because orange is smaller. Orange molecules or particles are smaller. Chinnadu. Blue molecules are bigger ones. Nitrogen is big. Helium is small. So helium will move fast. It's a fundamental thing. This is property number 4. Now watch. I am heating. If I heat, temperature also is increasing. Pressure is also increasing. Did you notice? I am heating further. Pressure is also increasing. Temperature is also increasing. One more thing. This is property number 5. Property number 6. If you heat, the speed of the molecule is more. Kinetic energy in the molecule becomes more. They move faster. I cool it with ice. Correct? When I cool it with ice, property number 7, temperature also will decrease. Pressure will also decrease. Now watch. I am keeping on heating this. Pressure increases, increases, increases. Now the lid is open. Blast. This is the same like our pressure cooker in our house every day. Beyond a point, it will burst. The lid will open. Now I stop my screen. I am coming back to the video. Right? We just saw first experiment. Do you like it? What is your first impression? If you like it, raise your hands or give some reactions, or in the Q&A chat, tell your opinion. I'm going to wait for at least 30 seconds to receive your opinions, good or bad or interesting. Right? I want more people to participate. Only a few people are raising the hands. Right? I want more teachers to participate. Right? I still get 1 or 2 answers only. There are about 180 people in the room. Maybe in the same room, multiple people will be sitting. Okay, good. What's your opinion? Are you able to relate the concept? Is it interesting or confusing, sulabam or kashtam? How do you feel? Because I need, Ganesh, if some people want to talk also, you can unmute their mic if you want to talk. Okay, anybody wants to talk and tell what is your first opinion. Come on, again, there's no, feel free. Because unless you give your opinion and then talk, it will be, yeah, I could hear a few people saying that interesting, amazing, nice, good. Hope my speed of talking is good, right? I don't have to go fast. or should I slow down? Is it okay now? Is my speed of speaking okay? Because during online, we should always talk slowly. Good, thanks. So when it is interesting to us as teachers, I'm not an IITM faculty. Many people confuse that. People call me professor. No, I am not a professor. Okay, I am a Swayam Plus faculty. I teach in Swayam Plus, and we do teach data analytics during weekends for industry people, not as a formal professor, but industry consulting project advisors. So as a teacher, it is very easy to use these tools. All you need is just a computer. Most important point, వర్చువల్ ల్యాబ్ ఉపయోగించడానికి డబ్బు అవసరం లేదు. No need for money to use virtual lab. The lab that we saw now, I did not have the chamber, I did not have furnace, I did not have spirit lamp, I did not have ice, there was no thermometer, there was no pressure gauge, there was no cycle pump. Still, we are able to do exactly what will happen in a real lab. So, this is to do this. What do we need? ఇది చేయడానికి మనకు ఏమి కావాలి? వెరీ సింపుల్. ఒక కంప్యూటర్, ఇంటర్నెట్ కనెక్షన్, దట్స్ ఆల్. Or a tab, internet connection. Very happy to see in Andhra Pradesh, the ICT infrastructure in the schools are very good. Multiple IFPs, panels, internet connections, routers, backup routers, all these things are made available in most of the schools, almost all the schools, I would say. Now, it is up to us as teachers to embrace this kind of a tool. This class is only introductory. Multiple faculty from our side will be taking, okay? I will be also coming from time to time. From our side, from IIT Madras Vidya Shakti team, multiple tutors will come and then show. The reason is, number one, this experiment I finished in 5 minutes. The first advantage of online, this kind of a virtual lab or simulation tools, number one, to draw this itself, I need 3-4 minutes. Particles are moving, pressure is increasing, the lid is bursting. You cannot draw. With blackboard or even whiteboard, smart whiteboard also has a limitation. You cannot draw animations, right? Again, if you want to show video, again it has to come from very specific sites. Use of YouTube is also restricted. So drawing itself will take 3-4 minutes. Then the effect of this kind of what is really happening is not possible through drawing. So what we take normally using our regular methods in 20 minutes or 25 minutes, with virtual labs, we can finish it in 5 minutes. So the workload, the time to teach the same concept will come down. That is the first advantage. From IIT Madras, what we always want is, teachers are doing a lot of work, almost 6 hours a day they are teaching. What is a better way to increase their efficiency and reduce the load on their throat? mere teaching or talking itself is not sufficient. The first advantage is new tools will reduce the laborious effort. Difficult effort will come down. Now let us see one more. ఇప్పుడు one more experiment చూద్దాం. Okay, I am going to share the screen once again. Please note down this website in Google. Again, this is first an introductory class only. We will go in depth in the subsequent classes. If you go to this site, PHET, we will be seeing multiple sites. A lot of free content, extremely good content are available. You go to simulations, let us say all sims. Simulations, short form is sims. Now, I am going to show you one more experiment. Okay. How electricity is produced in hydropower in a dam. Nagarjuna Sagar, Krishnaraja Sagar, Mettur Dam, Bakranangal Dam, right? All these dams are there. Electricity is produced. How is it happening? This is called penstock. With a pipe. In this pipe, the dam water will come with force. We know Faraday's law. There is a magnet and the magnetic flux is there. The field is there. If the magnetic field is cut by a coil is also here, electricity will be produced. So it's a very simple method. Magnetic field cut by a coil will lead to electricity production. Now, if this magnetic field has to be cut, what we have done is we have attached it to a wheel, chakram. This is nothing but a turbine. Okay. If the wheel starts revolving here, magnet also will revolve. When the magnet is moving, the magnetic field will change. Then electricity will be produced. So, how to make the wheel spin? Watch. I am opening the pipe or the penstock. Now, slowly falling on the wheel. Because of the kinetic energy of the force given by water, the wheel spins. Along with the wheel, this magnet also spins 6.1 revolutions per minute. Right? Because the magnet is also revolving, magnetic field is cut by the coil, electricity is produced, bulb is glowing. If I need more electricity, I increase water because more pressure is given on the wheel, more revolutions, 6.1 to 13.2 revolutions per minute, RPM. More electricity is produced, bulb is brighter. There are only 2 loops in the coil. If I increase the loop, that will also increase the electricity produced. Now it is 3, bulb glows brighter. I make it 4, it is still brighter. Then this coil area is from this much. If I make bigger coil, watch, loop area is increasing, bulb is getting brighter. area is increasing, bulb is getting brighter. So one more thing, the magnet has some strength. Now I reduce the magnet strength, less electricity will be produced. I increase the magnet strength, more power will be produced. See, I started this experiment at 16:29. That means 4:29 p.m. I started. Now time is 4:33. 4 minutes. We are able to visualize exactly how hydroelectricity is produced. Hydropower, tidal power or hydropower. First parameter, more water, more spin, more revolutions, more electricity. More magnetic strength, more electricity. More loops and more larger coil area will lead to more electricity production. Now again, once again, I stop my screen. I come back to video. So we have seen two experiments, both in science. What is your opinion? How do you like it now? Is it getting interesting? Right? Yeah, very good. And a few questions have come. Please choose from biology, right? Please mention the sites for biology class. Okay, good. Yes, we are going to come. Physics, chemistry, biology, mathematics, English, all will be taught through this kind of simulation and gamifications. Okay, because our purpose is we want to ensure the teachers get equipped, because we strongly believe teachers are the change agents. If at all a change can come in the country, in the world, teachers are the best set of people who can bring the change, because teachers are the ones who are putting the knowledge and the character to the kids. They are the next generation. It will, whatever you put in their mind, it will reflect in the real life. That will reflect in the prosperity of the country. So our aim is what can increase the efficiency of teachers, what can reduce their workload, what will make it interesting to the students, because kids always love interesting stuff. If it is not interesting, even if Einstein comes and teaches theory of relativity, I myself will not listen. It has to be interesting. This is very, very important, because interesting only will inspire the kids. Otherwise, just a mere content alone will not be interesting to the kids. Good. Since again this is only introductory class, we will go. What we will also do is grade by grade, as per NCERT syllabus, what all the activities given in the book, everything we will go through. Again, it is not a one-day exercise, it's a continuous exercise. And again, no need to hurry. This is what I always suggest. There is no need to hurry and then try to learn everything in a single day, but learn in depth. Even if you take one experiment, learn it in depth. Once you know the depth of one experiment, moving from one to the other is very easy. Right. Since you asked for biology, I am going to show you a biology experiment, right? And this activity based learning, we all know that practice gives improvement. Abhyasam merugu parustundi. Definitely, right? Only by doing it again and again and practicing it again and again, we will get better. We will get better day by day. one advantage in all these things is there is no money involved except this ICT infrastructure. Now, but one more thing, it doesn't mean that we should not do actual experiment in lab. Reading, writing, actual experiment in the lab, that is the best thing. But I don't have the facility. Before you go to the actual lab, practice in the virtual lab. That is always cost effective, that is less time consuming, that is more interesting. You first understand the concept in depth using virtual lab, then everything becomes easy. Now, moving to one more experiment. Okay, I'm sharing the screen once again. Now note down this site. I am loading a site now. Hope you are seeing this site, O Labs. The previous site FET is given by Colorado University in the United States. It is used worldwide. O Labs is done by our Indian government, by MeitY. The people who carried out the projects are Amrita University and CDAC. Here, there's a biology. I go to science because at lower classes you have science, only at higher classes you go to physics, chemistry, biology, boundaries. Now I go to science. In science, I am going to choose one biology experiment. Just wait. Let me try to choose what is interesting to me, right? Let me choose this. There is a simulator. This is a plant in a pot. Now, we all know from the leaves and the stems of the plant, water vapor comes out. Pretty much like we sweat, humans sweat through sweat glands, same way, water vapor will come out of these. How to prove? This is a simulator. If you click help, it will give you instructions one by one. Click on the plant branch. I click on this branch. From this branch, all the leaves are fallen. Now I have cut all the leaves. There is no leaf here. Next. Here, plastic bags. Here, thread. Now, I take a polythene bag here. I take a thread there, drag and drop, tie IND, right? Tight. Now I take another polythene bag, take it to this branch, take another thing, tie chestanu. This is empty bag. Empty bag also I am tying. Now, it's a clock. Wait for 3 hours. Why? Because transpiration is a slow process. It is not fast. It will take time. If you see here, there is no water droplets in this bag because there is no leaf or there is no stem here in this bag. So no water vapor. In this bag, less number of droplets. Why? Because here there is no leaf in this stem, because still from stem also water vapor will come out, right? If you see here, more droplets are seen because it has stem, It has leaves, so more water vapor has come and it got collected in the polythene paper. So we can show like this. If you take actual plant in a pot in your class, morning you tie up with bag, afternoon you show to kids, best way. Nothing is closer to actually doing. But before actually doing, show it like this. It will be interesting. Now, reset chestanu. Start the experiment from the beginning. This is a technique in teaching. You teach once, call a student, ask the student to repeat it now. Maybe your class leader or a Vidya Shakti champion. You call somebody, ask them to do. Doing by yourself, make one more person to do. It doesn't take time because since experiments are now shrunk, the time is decreased, you will have more time. In that time, make students to participate, let them do one, maybe allow 2 or 3 people to come and then do. It will also give you 2 minutes rest in the class, plus at the same time more participation from the students. It will be interesting. Now I am stopping the screen, coming back to video. How do you like it? Now I would like some people to come to audio and then talk. If you can give your feedback so far, I would like to hear from you. Let us take 2-3 minutes and then hear from you. Because I don't want it, this should be one-way communication. Some of the mics are already opened. They can talk. I can say KGBV Gantyada. And then there is another person who have opened. See Vijay Simha Reddy. Can you open the mic and then talk, sir? Because I want this to be more interactive. Maybe it's a first class, the way you might have got used to Gmeet and Zoom. Here also very similar controls. Unmute, mute, same kind of buttons, right? Can some more people ask if you want to talk? And because I don't want this to be one-way communication. If somebody talks back, it will be interesting for me also, right? Good. I could see many more mics like Archana ji, Atulur ji, and B. Rajesh Babu Garu. Can someone come and talk? Yeah. I could see Balasubramanian SSG. If you want to talk. I'm not able to hear. Probably in your schools, if you're attending through mobile, it will pick up the mic from your thing. In many schools, there may not be an external mic attached to the panel unless you have an external mic. I don't think there is an inbuilt mic in the panel. If you attend through tab or this thing, it will pick up through the mic. Anybody wants to talk? A lot of people ask for talking, but I'm not seeing anybody talking. Almost 20 people have asked. We have enabled the mic for them. Or you can also type it in your this Q&A, question and answer of the chat. You can type it so that I can come to know what exactly is your feeling. Let us wait, because hearing from you is very important to me. Okay, probably in the coming classes also you'll be able to unmute your mic some at least I have got some feedback like it's very useful, sir. It is very interesting, sir. Something like that. Nevertheless, nothing enthuses me when I hear you. Okay, I could see you typing. I could see your messages to me, but it will be encouraging to me also if I hear from you. Good. A lot of people sent reactions. A lot of people sent emojis. Happy. Now, it doesn't stop here. We can also teach mathematics and English. Okay. I will just take one activity. In science, an experiment is an activity. We say experiment because there is a you do some activity, effect only, right? So you see cause and effect. Whereas in English, when it comes to language, it is more of comprehension. We don't say it as an experiment, we call it as activity. I will show one activity, right, in English. For that, you note down this website, okay, wordwall.net. It is not .com. Wordwall, WORDWALL.net. This is a site. A lot of activities are available free, and it is a very interesting stuff. Now I go to this unjumble. There will be words you can try to do rearranging. Okay, again, this is, I have taken examples from the community. Community means across the world many people built it, so sometimes they might have done some spelling mistakes also, but unfortunately it would have got inserted here. You may be careful. Now car is very beautiful. This different words are in different positions. So what should be the first word? This one. This car is very beautiful. Now the sentence makes sense. Now home comes ants to our cookie taking there, right? Now ants are taking cookie crumbs to their home. If we try to wrongly do, it will not allow you, right? Now I try to move it, right? Still it says it's not giving me a tick mark. That plus sign or a marks are not coming. One clue, first word, they have made the first letter capital letter, so we can tell the kids everything is a learning for the kids. The child may be, or the boy or girl may be in 7th standard, but their knowledge may not be as prescribed for 7th standard. We cannot assume that. They may still have some difficulties in the 6th standard portion or even 5th standard portion also. So we should assume that they may not know 100% of all the topics. So we should, even if it is 7th standard, you say first letter of the sentence should be capital. So take this first. Now you get a tick mark, you get a +1 mark, right? So this is called rearranging the jumbled sentences. Now I'm stopping my screen. There are many games like this because we feel like children are always happy to do some work. Okay, 45 minutes continuously listening, even I get bored. Okay, very frankly speaking, I was sitting in the last bench throughout my college days. All 4 years in my Gindi engineering college life, I was on the last bench. Okay. By the way, I finished my BE Computer Science in 1992 in Gindi Engineering College, Anna University. Last bench only. Listening is always not that great. Unless somebody inspires me, unless somebody makes it interesting, it is even the brightest kid will not listen. But it is the teacher who makes the class lively. It is the teacher who makes the class bubbling with energy, bubbling with joy. Those teachers are you. So it is up to you. So I once again repeat, if at all some change can come in the world, it is only by teachers. Nobody else. Doctors want to change this world. Okay, they can help us during COVID days, but changing the mindset, giving the knowledge, building character, all these happen only by teachers. That is why we look at make the workload less with better tools, make it more efficient. I once again repeat, interesting. That is the key. Hope I made this session interesting. Right? I should not make you bored. I should not chew your time, right? Hope I made this session interesting. Okay. Since it's a first day, I'm going to give you 5 minutes, going to close the session 5 minutes earlier. So, did you enjoy the session? I want from more people. Did you enjoy the session? You can type it in the chat, the QA window. Did you enjoy the session? At least now answer. Anyway, I'm going to close the session now. Did you enjoy the session? If so, please type it in the chat box. Yes, no, or you can give your ruthless opinion. Sir, this is boring. You can tell me. I don't have a problem with that. I want to hear from you. Your feedback is more important, right? Good. Still only handful of teachers is the same thing, right? When somebody else is teaching and we are listening, we are the students. In our class also, we ask students, any doubts? One or two people will ask, others will not ask. Same way here also, right? Very good. Thanks. Now I see a lot of reactions coming, a lot of text coming. So as I promised, day one, I don't want to take more the last 5 minutes. We are closing at the 55th minute. Okay. With that, once again, I thank Commissioner of Education of Andhra Pradesh for making this as a reality to continuously do upgradation of teacher skills using technology by providing technical assistance, by providing all the technical facilities. And I thank you also because you are all sitting after the school hours and listening, and you feel this is also value addition to you. I thank you very much. With that, I close the session, and we will go by the timetable as prescribed. Once again, thanks to you all. Jai Hind.